Hey, what's up, Bills Nation? Hey, it's the old guy back in his basement, back on a Sunday night to talk a little bit of Bills football. We've got one guy in the seat here with me right now. It's Jacob Spears. What's up, Jacob? Got a few more people on, I assume, before I get out of here. Gonna drop my predictions for the 2023-2024 season. Have a little fun with that. The schedule's out. We know who the Bills are playing when. And, it's just that time of year where we're starting to say to ourselves, how many weeks do we have until the Bills hit the field in training camp? The Bills rookies have already reported for rookie mini camp. And if you're like me, you saw the video of Dalton Kincaid running out, grabbing a couple passes, looking pretty sturdy out there, along with Osiris. That's the other big, I think, draft pick that the Bills got that we're going to be keeping our eyes on. The other guys too, but those, I think, are two of the top guys, along with the wide receiver Shorter. I think that's one guy that we're hoping is going to turn into the next Eric Moulds. Who knows? We'll see. You never know. When it comes to the NFL draft, it is, for the most part, a semi-crapshoot. I mean, the guys at the top of the draft are generally going to be good players in the NFL, at least for a few years. So we all expect Dalton Kincaid to contribute, play well, but we don't want him just to play well. We want him to be freaking awesome, the difference maker on Sundays or Mondays or Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays or whatever day they play. Dalton Kincaid catching some passes in rookie mini camp. Can't tell anything from the video whether or not he's going to be that guy, but it's good to see. And the weather has been pretty nice here in Buffalo for these guys to get out, and that's cool too. Football's kind of back in a way, a little bit. We're going to be in that kind of that hiatus, that purgatory, that stretch of weeks where we're like trying to just digest as much football stuff as we can, but there's just not enough out there, It's like we're not even getting the appetizers yet. You're at a wedding, basically, right? And the main course is, of course, the NFL season. We're not even being served the salads yet here in the NFL season. The point of the football season that we are in right now, if you're going to liken it to a wedding, is you're finding your card, your seat, your, what do you call it? Those little placards, whatever, that are on the table outside of the reception hall. You're just getting those things now to find your table so you sit down and get ready to be served. That's where we are. And you're looking around the reception hall and saying, hey, that looks pretty good. And, can't wait to, dig into those treats over there that they have out, but they've got it blocked off because it's not dessert time yet. Anyway, I'm going on too much about this analogy of the Bills season, football season, and wedding receptions. Whatever. Okay. So tonight I'm going to give you my predictions for the NFL season, the Bills season specifically. The games, go from game to game, give you my scores, some little tidbits of predictions that I think is going to happen during the season. It's all about fun, man. We're all just having fun, right? Right, wowza? What's up? What's up? We're all having a little fun, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have that in just about a minute. I'll run that by, see if you agree with my predictions and my final record prediction and where the Bills are going to go. And as opposed to last season where I was predicting the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, this season I have no expectations. In fact, the only expectation I have is that it's going to come crashing down. Somewhere along the line, the Bills season is just going to end in a thud. That's how it's going to go. As with any Buffalo sports team, at least the major sports teams, I'm not talking about the Buffalo Bandits or, the Buffalo Bisons, though I don't know when the last time the Buffalo Bisons won a championship. Couldn't care less really about baseball. But when it comes to Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres, we all expect the season to be a disappointment. Hey, it's from We've been conditioned. It's like Pavlov's dog, right? Somewhere along the line, we're going to start to drool, but not with an anticipation of something good coming. It's going to be like drool, like Grandpa's drool when he only had a few months left of his life. That's pretty sad thought. Anyway, a lot of us are going to be saying, let's crunch the curse like Jacob here. And I appreciate that. And if nothing else, we're just going to have more fun. We're going to have fun this season. Wowza says, love the Bruce Smith pick in the back. He's so underrated all time. I don't think so. Top 5 or 3 all time. I don't think Bruce Smith is underrated at all. I think for the most part, people would say that was between Bruce Smith and Reggie White as the top defensive lineman of all time. And Bruce Smith is arguably the best. But I'll tell you what, you definitely have one hell of a player in the late, great Reggie White. May he rest in peace. He was absolutely awesome. Wowza says that the Bills are more cursed than the Lions. The Bills are more cursed after the end of last season with what happened on the field in Cincinnati. I realize that the curse is real. It's not just something fun to talk about, or not fun to talk about. It's not just a topic of conversation. It's real. You can't quantify a curse. You can't prove it scientifically. But when you have a player almost die on the field in the biggest game of the year, which is basically for the number 1 seed, who knows who would have won that game? When you have a guy almost die on the field of a heart attack and the game canceled and we lose the number 1 seed because of it, to me, that's without a doubt a curse. Okay, it is time. It is time for me to run through the 23-24 season and give you my predictions game by game on who I think is going to win. I'm giving the scores and everything. It's all for fun. But I will say, last season, I was really close on a lot of games, pretty close on the final record of the Bills. And one game last season, I got exactly right. I'll share which one that was after we watch my predictions for this season. Here we go. The 2023 season kicks off with a brawl in the Meadowlands on Monday Night Football against the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers making his debut with gangrene. The Jets D was tough last season. I expect them to be tough week 1. Rodgers will be so new to the offense, though. I don't expect he'll be very effective. Bills win a close one, 22-17. Week 2 at home against Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders. A perfect slow pitch for the Bills to kick ass. They win 37-14. On the road against the Washington Composts. Should be an easy win. Let's give the Bills a 28-10 win. Week 4, Miami. This time at home. It won't be 149 degrees. That's for sure. Fins played us tough last season in all 3 games, even with a third-string quarterback. This one will be close too, but the Bills will win 27-21. Week 5 now, off to London, playing the Jaguars in the UK. Bills have never beaten the Jags in the UK and will remain that way as the Bills play like peeled paint, losing 28-17. Back home, another primetime game, this one on Sunday night against the Bills' former offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll. Ken Dorsey looks like a genius against his old boss. Bills winning this one 33-16. Bills off to New England to take care of the Patriots 26-20. Not much else to say about that one. Another primetime game, this one on Thursday night. Bills take care of the Bucs big time 28-3. I'm not sure why the Bucs got a primetime game this season at all. Then the big rematch against the Bengals on Sunday Night Football. We all know what happened last time these two teams met on prime time, and the last time they met in the playoffs wasn't really so great for the Bills. This game will get out of hand again for the Bills, and they will fall to the Bengals 34-14. Then Monday Night Football against the Denver Broncos. Not sure why this one made it to Monday Night Football. The Bills Dolphins or the Bills Cowboys. Now, those matchups would have been nice for Monday Night Football, but oh well. Can't see the Bills dropping this one. They win 24-12. Bills at home against the Jets next. Not sure Aaron Rodgers will even be under center when this game rolls around, or maybe he will, and maybe he's going to be really great. It don't matter because the Bills are going to win 28-14. Then it's off to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. This one should be fun. Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, but it's going to be the defenses that will be the story of the game, and the Bills will pull this one out in overtime, 17-14. A bye week and then the game. Bills, Chiefs in Kansas City. The Bills have the Chiefs number in Kansas City in the regular season. Will that trend continue in 2023? No. The Chiefs will take this one down 27-25. Dalton Kincaid will drop what would have been a tying 2-point conversion with just a minute left in the game. Trust me on that one. Bills at home against the Cowboys. I suspect the boys' season, by this time, will be heading over a cliff on fire. I really do. And the Bills will blow the Cowboys out at home 44-20. And then what will be the game of the year? Bills primetime against the Chargers in LA. Justin Herbert and Josh Allen will combine for over 760 yards passing. The Bills taking it in the last 30 seconds of the game, winning 31-26. Then it's home against the Patriots. Another easy win for the Bills. This one will be a final score of 31-10. And then the Bills wrap up the season in Miami. This game could be for everything, or it could be for nothing. Either way, Allen returns to dominance in South Beach, throwing for over 370 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 39-21 win. The Bills will wrap up the 2023-24 regular season with 14 wins and 3 losses, winning the AFC East again, and finally wrapping up the number 1 seed in the playoffs. There you go. That's how I see the 2023-24 regular season. Shake it down. I just swallowed some spit. You ever do that? You get like this little thing of spittle on the back of your tongue and you breathe in. It just goes down the wrong. I hate that. 14-3. I could easily see the Bills also losing another Billsy, another Billsy type of game to a team like the Broncos or the Raiders, or seeing them, lose one of those games to the Jets. Obviously, anything can happen, and the Bills have, come out and looked flat in many games and lost games that they could have and should have won. Think back to last season when they really had the Vikings beat 27-10. They were up late, in the third quarter, and then just what happened? So you have those games out there. Anything can happen. You never know. But of all the games that are up on the schedule, with the 6 primetime games included, I think the ones that I'm looking forward to the most are the home game against the Dallas Cowboys late. I think that is going to be a fun game. Obviously, as long as everybody's healthy, we expect Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb in that game. And of course, the Diggs brothers going to be out on the same field going against each other. That would be stinking awesome. Beyond the Dallas Cowboys, really, really looking forward to that opener on Monday Night Football. I'm really glad that the league scheduled that as the first Monday Night Football game. I just love that the Bills get prime time. I love that it's going to be the Monday night kickoff game, and it's really a good matchup with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers' story there in the Meadowlands going wild, and then the Bills, just they over the last 4 seasons with Josh Allen, man, they just come out of the gate just on fire and fire in a good way. So I see the Bills really, really looking good on Monday night for everybody to see. So the Cowboys, the Jets, that Chargers game, that's gonna be a real good game, and that could be for number 1 seed material right there. Beyond that game, other ones that I'm looking forward to include of course, the Chiefs game. I mean, the Chiefs, but that's kind of just become like a regular thing, going to Kansas City and playing the Chiefs there. And then, I mean, who else do we have? What do you guys think? What are you guys most interested in? What's one of your top games that you're looking forward to seeing on the schedule? I love the fact that the Bills are playing, a couple, 3 games on prime time in Buffalo. The Buccaneers, the Broncos, those should be easy wins. I'm surprised those were scheduled. And then, of course, that Giants game. That will be a fun game to watch. Brian Daboll coming into Buffalo. Is it Sunday Night Football? Sunday Night Football. Those storylines there. Ken Dorsey. I don't see Daniel Jones coming into Buffalo and having a night at all. So I could see Buffalo getting a blowout win there. And that, of course, is part of my prediction. Yeah, Dr. Jekyll says the top game that he's looking forward to is the Super Bowl. I ain't predicting no Super Bowl this year. That is for sure. But it's definitely a possibility until the curse comes up and bites us in the butt. What's up, Dr. Jekyll? Gotta love Bruce Smith, right? Got to love Bruce Smith. He has got to be the top all-time favorite Buffalo Bill player for most Buffalo Bills fans, right? Oh, okay. I like that. Wow. So the Bills should wear red helmets in London. All right. And that will probably come out this season, right? They're going to choose their alternate helmet. I assume it's going to be a red version of their helmet. I hope it's blue. I would love to see the Bills come out with an alternate blue helmet as their alternate. But because so many people like the red helmets, I got to imagine the marketing department there in Buffalo is going to go with the red for sure. Jacob says it's the Bills-Eagles that he's looking forward to the most. I mean, that's going to be an awesome game in Philly. Jalen Hurts, obviously the Super Bowl runner-up. They're going to probably be just as good this coming year as they were last year, so that'll be a tough game. And what is up, Dave Kuzara? Hope I said that right. Sorry. Aloha, players. Long time no see. Maui, baby, go Bills. That's right. You are our big fan from Hawaii. And Dave, because you're back in the saddle again for another run with me in this channel, this is for you.
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout, yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Come on,
Say you will.
come on and shout.
Say you will.
Yeah,
Shout.
Buffalo's happening now.
Shout.
We're on the move now.
Shout.
The Bills are happening now.
Shout.
They're making it happen now.
Shout.
We got the spirit,
Shout.
a lot of spirit, yeah.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
Just watch it happen now.
Dave
Hey,
from Hawaii. Let's go,
Buffalo.
Davey Dave
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's
from
go,
Hawaii.
Let's go, Buffalo.
The Bills make me wanna.
All right, welcome back, Dave. Good to see you, man. Good to have you back in the fold. In case you missed it, Dave, I just gave my predictions for every game this coming up this season coming up. Just having some fun. given the scores and everything, I have the Bills finishing 14-3. Of course, there's those Billsy losses that still could come, and surprise all of us. They could possibly lose to a team like the Broncos, or they could possibly lose to a team like the Patriots. You just never know. You never know. But overall, I think 14-3, 13-4 is very much in the bag. I don't know what Vegas has as their over-under for wins. It's probably, I'm going to assume, like 11.5. So if that is the case, go and take the over for the Bills wins, because as long as they don't get hit with a ton of injuries again this year, which they could, those stinking injuries, the Bills should win at least 12. Dave says he was from the West Side, Buffalo, born and raised, and now is in Hawaii. Man, I'd love to hear your story. How the heck did you end up in Hawaii? Does somehow, some way, the military have anything to do with that? Yeah. All right. Would love to know what you guys, think about the schedule, my predictions, the games that you want to see the most. Comment below. Love to hear about it. Also, finally, again, the Bills rookie camp has kicked off. I'll do a little recap of the Bills rookie mini camp coming up next Sunday. Again, every Sunday I'm going to pop on just for a little bit, just to say hello as we gear up for the 2023 season. Looking forward to it. I'm over last season. It was a major disappointment, but it's good to see that the Bills are sticking to their game plan of getting offensive players in here, making the deals. Obviously Brandon Beane's going to do what he's got to do. Hopefully the moves that they're making are going to fill in those gaps and make a difference. So what's up, Eric Sport to Chapro? I'm looking forward to the Bills versus Eagles. Thought it would be the Super Bowl last season. Yeah, I know. Me too. I predicted Bills Super Bowl last season against the Eagles. I cannot believe we didn't make it. That's all right. That is all right. It's going to be a good year. I'm looking forward to spending it with you guys. Again, every Sunday night, popping on for a little bit to have a little fun, a little chat. Now, listen, you guys go to those other channels. Get your football fix from those who really know what they're talking about. Thanks for joining me. I really am going to have fun this year with you guys. Pop in. Let's do this together. Every Sunday between 9 and 10, 10:30, I'll get on and we'll have some fun. Okay? And I will friend you on Facebook, Jacob Spears. I will look for you. And if you want to look for me, look for Stevie Wayne. Stevie Wayne, Wayne, and you'll see my big, fat, ugly face, and I'll friend you there. All right, and that goes for anybody else. You want to be friends with this strange guy that sits in his basement and does live streams? Do it, baby. Do it.
The Bills.
See you later.
Kick your heels up and throw your hands up and throw your head back and come on now. The Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Come on, come on.
Say you will.
Come on and shout.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Shout.
Buffalo's happening now. We're on the move now. The Bills are happening now. They're making it happen now. We got the spirit, a lot of spirit, yeah. We got the spirit. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
The Bills make me wanna
Shout.